welcome to Tarot NY Oracle, where we get into the cloud to see what we see. Remember, this is for Pisces, you versus them. I do read for current energy, but it will flow over the next 30 days. And I'll be getting into your feelings, your thoughts, your wants, your actions. And I do read for soul tribe, soulmate, and soul twin. And so let's go ahead and dive into it. As I was meditating, I was hearing crows and planes flying overhead and landing. So it feels like something spiritual is awakening within one or both of you, and maybe something is landing or something is taking off. So thank you, Divine Creator, for channeling guidance. And so what I get for the central energies are speeding and flexible. So this has to do with the purpose of the connection, the universe's truth between you. Something might feel like it's moving fast, or it might have an addictive quality even. This connection may have taken off very quickly, or something's landing very quickly. And the lesson in here is learning about how to be flexible and not break with the shift of things. You know, you're going one direction and you're shifting in another direction, or things take off and you're moving really fast, or all of a sudden things stop. And the lessons that you're learning is emotional flexibility in this connection. So let's go ahead and dive into your reoccurring themes. So the reoccurring themes are hope and foundation. So I was getting a lot of beautiful energy in your connection, which I'm so glad, because you know, I just did the reading for Scorpio, and they're in a hard place. So I'm really glad to see a lot of positive energy with our Pisces over the current energy and over the next 30 days. Remember, you can course correct, change direction, go faster, slower. This is just a snapshot of your energy to help you in your connection. So I do see hoping and foundation, which is beautiful. There's a reoccurring energy around something is foundational here. I can set up my, commitment here, my home here, my family here. I can have security. Something can be structured. You know, this feels a lot like a 10 of coins kind of energy. And this feels, you know, like a 9 of cups. It's like this could be a wish come true. So let's go ahead and see more about who your person is. I'm going to go ahead and move these here so we have more space. Well, before we do that, let's go ahead and dive into our Bird of Light. So 2 wanted to come out. Psalm 9:10, which is a quality of a 10 numerically, which is a 1. So this is around endings and beginnings, which is interesting because I always look at your perspective as well, and I see that in your perspective, but I'll get to that in a second. Those who know your name trust in you. You, Lord, have never forsaken those who seek you. So there's a sense of turning to source, finding trust. I feel like this one is actually for you over here, and this one fell out as well. Psalm 34:10. So this is a 7 and 1, which is an 8 numerically, which is all about progress. It's not very emotional. It's like studying the emotions, moving more in a logical place, but progression in the emotions forward, which is what I was feeling here. And it's also from this perspective, which we'll get in a second. Those who seek the Lord lack no good things. So this energy felt like though it's over here. They came out in the reverse, but I can see they're connected like this. So your person, it feels like they're learning something emotionally. And Pisces, it feels like you are, something is ending and something new is beginning. We'll get into the gist of that more so. Remember, the energy can be flipped though. So Pisces, if you feel like you're here, you can be here, and your person can be here. Take it as it resonates, and remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. So for Pisces, we get Tiger and Camel, beautiful energies, very spiritual, tapped into your resources, knowing, very grounded energy. This is earth and fire, and earth energy is what it feels like, but this is also fire energy. So it's very connected to the earth, yet connected to your soul, right? And I also get Eye of the Tiger energy coming out of this. Like you are there to fight your fight, battle your battles where you need to, and come out a winner because you're listening to what your soul is guiding you toward, what your intuition is telling you. And you're feeling very grounded and resourceful, strong. You're the danger, right? Like you are not being bullied. You're the one coming in with grace. Don't get it wrong. You're not bullying, but you're coming in with grace of the strength of the soul and strength of your own power. And it's like you're a force to be reckoned with kind of energy is what I'm getting from you. I also get the 7 of Cups though, which I didn't like seeing that. And then the 20 or the Judgment energy. So this energy is very Scorpio, but also Aries for me. So you might be connecting with another water sign or an Aries, but you don't have to be. This is very much like you're not quite sure yet what to do. And we'll dive a little deeper into that, but it feels like the Pisces is very much tapped into their emotions, their spirit, their own power, but they're not quite sure. Something is making them confused about what to do. But I do see Judgment. So this energy is like, but they're ready for the call. They're ready to step up. They're ready for the change. And this is a new version. This is a die to your old self and a new version being reborn. And I see that in this energy here. And I also see that in this energy here. Those who know your name, trust in you, and the Lord will never forsake those who seek you. So seeking God, seeking source, seeking divine, right? So this is a 10 though. So this is a 1. So this is like something has died, something has been put to rest. Your old self is being forgotten and a new version is being born. So as I dive into your perspective, so this is the 3rd energy saying that this is what's happening on the Pisces side. This is a numerical value of 10, 20, 34 or a 7. But the snake and the fern, this is about starting over. This is energy around, the snake sheds its skin and a new skin is born over the snake. What a beautiful shape. And, you can even see the 8 here, the sign of infinity here, and a 0 here. And the fern is also energy around, the fern calls us to start anew, right? This is very strong symbols of rebirth and transformation and transformative healing, really. And the central motive, it says, indicates growth and a return to one's origins. So inspires confidence and a new path. So that's the deeper message in the book information. But what I feel from the card is a lot of what I feel in Judgment and what I feel from your numerical 1. You have 3 energies around transformation. So I'm excited to see what else we have going on with our Pisces. It feels like they are transforming from the inside out. And that's where it happens, right? It happens from the inside out. Because what you see on the outside is a result of what work you're doing on the inside. So let's see what else we got going on. It may be that this connection is transforming the Pisces themselves into just a better human being, because this is in their perspective and the perspective they're gaining. So they're gaining some sort of perspective around themselves or from the connection or from their person around transformations, new beginnings, healings, being a better version of themselves kind of thing. So let's go ahead and see what the feelings are from Pisces. This is our current energy, and then over the next 30 days. All right, we do get our 5 of arrows. I don't like seeing that energy. This is a bit, not really sure what to do kind of energy, which we saw up here as well. It's like I'm having some doubts or skepticisms or confusions, or, my mind is not made up about trusting things fully. So it's good that we have all this transformative energy, because it feels like Pisces is on the cusp of something beautiful happening within. All right, we do get our King of Bows. So this is a strong divine masculine soul contract energy. So take gender as it resonates. It doesn't mean that Pisces is a masculine. It's just that the masculine side of the energy within this person is feeling those soul contracts. Which basically says it's time to grow, it's time to heal, it's time to learn your lessons, right? So let's go ahead and see what else we get on this side. Okay, so we do have the Great Bear. This is a 20. Wow, we get another Judgment energy. Okay, so your person overall, or I'm speaking as if I'm talking to the cross watcher. Your person cross watcher feels like this. Pisces, if you're watching, Pisces, we get our 5 of arrows. So this is a frustrated energy, right? This is defenses, your ego mind, the way you've learned to defend yourself, your identity that you cling to. Yeah, that's what's coming up. You're clinging to your own old identity that you have identified with for your life, right? And this can have to do with the way you see yourself or connections, or even life in general, reality. You know, if you want to go that deep, there's a sense of your identity is being under attack. And that's what we get when we have transformative energy, right? Because your old self is dying and a new self is being reborn. So you feel like there's something that in your mind space that feels like it's being attacked, and that's often your ego mind, right? But it's coupled with, you know what, this is your soul contract. These are your lessons that you're supposed to be learning, and you can feel that, you know that. And these snakes also feel like they're attacking, right? It's like a very, you know, if you're afraid of snakes kind of thing, you know, it can be a fear, but then they become friends, right? So it's like you're afraid to go there. You're afraid to die to your old self. You're afraid to take off and land, as I was getting in the meditation. But you're getting there. You're brave at the core. At the core, you're connected to your soul, which is the energy I get here from your tiger and camel. There's 3 very strong soulful energies that are helping you to balance out what you're not really sure about, you're a little bit confused on the fence about, and I feel like it has more to do with yourself, your own transformation, since we get so many of that. And also we have more snake iconography showing up as well. So there's another sense of dying to your old self in this energy, your skin being shed. So you're allowing your old identity to be shed. But you know, there's a little bit of confusion here. There's a little bit of trying to hold on to that with your ego mind. And this is another judgment energy. So this is a repeat energy of this energy. And we have the same symbolism with these 2 energies. So it's like they're having a similar message saying, but I feel like a new version of me is being reborn. I feel like I'm being transformed. I feel like I'm being healed. So very, very beautiful. And all right, so let's go ahead and dive into your person, Pisces. I am loving this for you guys. All right, so with your person, I did get these in the pre-shuffle. We have Sea Serpent and Hyena and the World. So your person is feeling like something has come full circle in this connection around what it is they're learning. There's some sort of completion. Again, I do get the 1 energy from you here, or the 10, which becomes the 1, which is a strong ending and new beginning energy. When transformative, shedding your old skin. This is also another transformative energy. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energies around something transforming, something ending, and something new beginning, something landing, something else taking off. And with your person, it's like something has come full circle. Some sort of completion has taken place. Some new growth of that feels, you know, like when a tree is in the process of growing and you see it on the Discovery Channel and it's speeded up. I get that speeding energy again, like speeded growth. The tree is growing faster and on your documentary channel because they speed it up, you know. It feels like that, like there's something here that has gone quickly and a lot of learning, lessons, growth, transformation. Something's ended, started again, and has come full circle. That's what this feels like. I do get the sea serpent and hyena, and they did come in the upright, but they felt a little bit in the reverse as well. So I want to mention that for another group of you. For most of you, this feels like being able to express yourself, being in touch with your emotions. You know, this feels like the camel energy, where it's ready to express its true self. And there's also, you know, the symbol of the circle, the infinity, the infinite that goes round and round. A sense of an eternal connection between the two of you. Something feels very eternally connected here. And emotionally, your growth feels speeded up or expedited, or you've learned a lot in this connection. We get our hyena, which is, you know, is very social, can be talkative, witty, funny, charismatic. So your person, Pisces, has qualities of being maybe, you know, charismatic, social, maybe they're a social butterfly, but they're emotionally expressive, open, in tune to what they're really feeling. And we get that perspective from the horse and bluebell as well. Like there's a perspective that they have of this connection, or they've gained from this connection, that feels like, I'm going to be slow and steady like the horse. You know, it's like emotional growth that occurs, and you're just going to let it happen as you go. And of course, we got this energy in the pre-shuffle too. Those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. Psalm 34:10. So this is a 7, 1, and 8. And the 8 is about positive progression forward emotionally, which is what I was feeling in the sea serpent as well as with your horse energy. This is like, for some of you, there's a speed up quality to the way that you're growing. But for a bigger group of you, it feels like slow and steady wins the race. But it's all around that emotional growth. That's what our horse is. And it's like, and that's what our sea serpent is. You know, this is a repeated energy around being very emotionally strong, or learning emotional resilience and strength, and flexibility, because that's what we had as one of the lessons in the connection. You know, it's through all of the speed that you're learning, whether the speed slows down sometimes and is more like a slow and steady horse, or if it's going really fast sometimes like an airplane, or both. But this is a reminder, both of these are really reminders of seeking source, right? Seeking the divine, and turning toward trust rather than fear. This one is more about beginnings and endings, transformatively. This feels more like an inner ending and beginning, not the connection itself. This energy feels more like emotional learning, emotional growth. So let's go ahead and see what we get for Pisces' person. What are they feeling in this connection? What are they feeling for their person? What is Pisces' person feeling in the connection for their person, in the overall energy, in the current energy, and then over the course of the next 30 days as the energy plays out? Okay, so we do get the 3 of Cups reversed and the Empress. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's see. And our Queen of Wands. Why is our Queen of Wands reversed? All right, we get our Faith card. Okay, so something feels maybe not so fun sometimes right now or over the next 30 days. And I do see that there's a lot of doubt, skepticism, negative thinking in the mind space of the Pisces. So it might feel like a bit of a stick in the mud right now, kind of an energy. But if you were worried, if your person is, you know, flirting with others, stepping out, having an affair, this is confirmation that this is not happening. That they're being faithful. I also get a faith energy. Okay, so what I do feel from your person, Pisces, though, is soul purpose, soul contract energy showing up again. So we get the King of Fire, and now we get the Empress, which is almost a complete pair. The Queen would be that complete pair, but it's a very similar energy, only that this energy is a bit stronger than the Queen in terms of soul contracts. It's like at the core, the Pisces can feel their soul connection, their soul lessons, they're wanting to do it. And at the core, that is exactly what comes out for your person as well. Your person also feels those soul contracts, those soul lessons, the soul connection to you. But this is a stronger sense of it. And it's also a divine feminine energy, but take gender as it resonates. It doesn't mean your person's a female. It just means that their feminine energy is what's being expressed in them. That's allowing them to feel it. And of course, this is an Aries energy. You may be connecting to an Aries, Pisces, or Pisces person. We also get the Scorpio and this is also an Aries energy for myself as well. So we have 3 Aries and a Scorpio energy popping up. And we also get a strong Taurus energy coming up. And this is Capricorn and Taurus and Virgo. So we get Taurus twice. But take gender as it resonates and take the signs as it resonates for you. It doesn't have to be. That's just the signage that is coming up. So we also get our Queen of Wands, though, in reverse. So this is the partner card to the King of Wands. So there's a sense that your person feels this soul contract at their core in a very strong way, but something feels disaligned at the same time. And it may be because you're not really sure what to do. You may be making them feel like an option sometimes. When you get all up in your head with negative thoughts or doubts or skepticisms, you are bringing in an energy that is very transformative, but that means that in the past, there was something that needed to transform, right? Like something needed to be transformed from the past. So that energy that you brought in may be making this person feel like, is this stuck in the mud? Are we doing this? I'm feeling a bit disaligned in this soul contract, soul connection. This is a soul connection because I'm getting that in your feeling space in 3 different points. And I get a lot of soul energy here and here. Divine timing as well. So it's like something divine will take place in terms of what needs to be done when it needs to be done. You don't need to worry, is something happening too slow, happening too fast? It's happening just on time. But your person does feel a bit out of balance. You know, this energy does feel a bit like they might be feeling like they need to take control of things, be a bit more bossy. Bitchy comes to mind, although it doesn't have to be. But, you know, it's a bossy, bitchy, disaligned, maybe argumentative, not having a good time, feeling like things might be disaligned kind of energy. All right, enough of the rhyme. Okay, so then we also get our, faith. This is also our Hierophant energy. So, you know, when I ask what this is about, this has to do with commitments, right? That's what I'm feeling. I mean, it can represent different things, you know, but in this, I feel like it has to do with commitment overall and faith overall. right? It has to do with believing in the connection, believing in your transformation, believing in this, and its readiness. And so there's a sense that your person, Pisces, might feel like things aren't quite ready. And it's understandable because you're transforming, which means there's something that needed to be transformed. So let's go ahead and dive a little bit farther, but it's beautiful energy. I feel for many of you, this is soulmate, soul twin. Scorpio's last reading, I felt like that could be a karmic soul tribe or soul twin as well, but they were having a really tough time. So I'm really glad to see that you guys are having a much better flow of energy. Let's go ahead and dive into perspectives. Remember, perspectives are how you perceive the connection, not necessarily, you know, the truth. Although, for many times you are perceiving something correctly. But just know that this is how your person is seeing things. All right, we get the green woman. Wow. Okay, so we get another Empress energy. So this is repeated from this energy here. And this is a strong soul contract. Because for me, this incorporates your soul purpose, right? So it's like you know that soul contract, but on a higher, stronger, deeper level. So your person perceives that in you. They perceive that you are seeing this connection or feeling this connection in a very connective way. They can perceive your Empress. They perceive you as the Empress. They may view you, take gender as it resonates, as someone who is a motherly characteristics, nurturing characteristics, someone who's taking care of them, taking care of the connection, helping them heal, someone who shows up for them. Remember to also show up for yourself. I do get that in your feeling space. So I feel like you're a person who knows how to take care of yourself, self-love, self-care as well. But this is like a very magical, spiritual, nurturing, motherly energy. And this is your person perceives that in you, in the connection. So let's go ahead and see what else your person is perceiving. Perceptions of Pisces, of their person, of the connection. Oops, I don't want to take two. All right, so we do get the King of Stones. Wow, beautiful. So your person is perceiving this connection in a very solid way, or perceiving you as having a foundation. This is a very strong foundational energy, and it's showing up again as Pisces can see this connection and can see you as someone that they can build a family with, security, structures. And we get the Moon energy. So your person perceives something mysterious about you. They perceive that faith quality, that Empress quality. There's something mysterious about this connection. Something special. You may be connecting to a Taurus. This is another Taurus energy. This is also a strong Capricorn and Taurus energy. So we're getting a lot of Aries and Taurus energies. And the Moon. So this is another Pisces energy. All right, so let's go ahead and see how Pisces' person is perceiving this connection. How is Pisces perceiving this connection? All right, we get our Nine of Cups. So Pisces' person sees this as a dream come true, a wish fulfillment. You know, it's kind of like hitting or checking all the boxes, hitting their heart fully. All All right, we get our Seven of Cups. So interesting. They are perceiving you. They are perceiving your Seven of Cups. Remember, we got this Seven of Cups energy earlier in your overall who you are showing up as, Pisces. And overall, you are showing up beautifully, but there's like some confusion here about what to do. Maybe treating this connection as an option, or, you know, you might be dealing with FOMO, fear of other options out there. There's a sense of also fantasy versus reality. Like, is this real? Is this too good to be true? Something feels mysterious in this connection. It's a dream come true, a wish fulfillment. So it might feel a little dreamy as well. But your person is perceiving that about you. Or they perceive this the same way that you're feeling. You know, you guys both might be feeling some sort of dreamlike quality in this connection. You know, what's real versus what isn't in this connection. And our Knight of Swords. So they are perceiving you to be argumentative about some things. Or maybe you guys do have arguments overall. Or you're not on the same page. We do get a dragon, which reminds me a lot of the snake. And we've gotten 2 of those snake symbols already on the Pisces energy. So this feels very connected to the transformation that needs to take place. Like, your person is perceiving this connection and beautiful in many ways. Both of you are perceiving and feeling beautiful in many ways about this, but there may be an argumentative quality, not being on the same page. Maybe you guys have too many disagreements, or when you guys communicate, there's something in the way you communicate which causes stress to this person. And maybe that is what you're transforming, because this energy feels like the snake and it's being transformed. So maybe there's a quality about that will come out new after the 30 days take place. All right, let's go ahead and dive into wants. What does Pisces want over the next 30 days in the connection from the person or from their person? All right, we do get the Sun. Let's see what else we get. The Nine of Arrows. And our Six of Bows. Okay, so your person wants clarity. You know, they want that joy, that positivity, the happiness. They want things to be clear. They don't want things to be hidden. We do see some perception of mystery hidden. So there's something that they feel like is a mystery here, or something feels mysterious. And it may be the connection itself. It might not be, you know, the cross-watcher. But it could be. For some of you, it could be the cross-watcher feels like, you know, to them, like they're hiding something, or they're not sharing their emotions, they're not being honest about something. And the Pisces just wants to know, right? This is a strong soulmate, soul twin energy as well. And Pisces feels like they want to know the truth. They want to know the truth about the connection, about you. And they don't want those worries, those stresses, those concerns. You know, they want to have victory here. They want success here. They want to be able to communicate with you. This is a strong, it can be a telepathic communication. Can be a getting on the same page communication. They want to be on the same page. They don't want to have those disagreements. They don't want to have the arguments. They want to have success with you. So let's go ahead and see what Pisces' person wants. All right, we do get our Six of Coins. And let's see. All right, our Seven of Coins reversed. And one more. All right, the Page of Wands. Okay, so your person, Pisces, you know, they want that equal give and take with you. They don't want to feel like an option. They want things to be receptive. They want things to be fair. There might be a sense of things sometimes stalling, or they might feel like you're being lazy or you're not putting in the effort. And I feel like that has to do with your transformations. Like something is healing within you, Pisces, and you're letting go of something. You're dying to your old self, your old ways, and you're going to be showing up better. And there's a sense of your person, you know, wanting that as well, because this is like, you know, there's no motivation, there's no effort, there's procrastination, there's just a stagnation energy. And I feel like this is more so what you're transforming out of. Like maybe if you guys weren't on the same page, are we moving forward? Or if you're arguing, or if you are coming across as someone who isn't as motivated anymore, or you're not putting in the effort. It feels like your person feels like you're not putting in the effort, or you were feeling that way. But now something is better, or something is becoming better. So actions from our Pisces, from the current energy and over the next 30 days. All right, we do get our 10 of bows, or sorry, 2 of bows. All right, that's a reunion and union energy. It's also a strong, we get our Queen of Bows. This felt like in the upright. Queen of Bows, or Queen of Wands. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so we get our Queen of Bows on our Pisces side, and we have our King of Bows. So it's like those soul contracts are finally all coming together and making sense. And the Pisces is ready to fulfill, you know, their growth, their lessons, that they're to learn. So beautiful. This feels like empowering yourself, taking charge of those reins, directing your course. And sometimes something is fast here, because we get this speeding energy, and the rabbits, jackrabbits, are very quick animals. So there's like something fast in this energy that I feel. But we get 2 fire energies, and the Emperor, which is also a heavenly energy. So 3 heavenly energies. This is all around unions, making plans to come together, making things align so that the 2 of you can be on the same page, making those soul contracts come together. And we get another soul purpose energy, and this is our partner to the Queen, right? So this, or the Empress. So we have our Empress and our Emperor, and we have our King and Queen Wands both coming together. So it's like the Pisces is also coming together with their soul purpose. This is a higher level of the soul contract of really diving into their intuition, emotion, what they're feeling, that they're being guided to, and understanding, not only doing the soul contract, but understanding the purposes. And this has to do a lot of times with higher soul growth, because your soul contracts can have to do with individual or as a couple growth in your soul and emotions. But these energies are higher. So it's like through doing that, you're also helping a lot of people around you, the collective as a whole. And many times this feels like soulmate, soul twin energy to me as well, for that reason. So 2 sets of pairs from the Pisces. It's like the Pisces is coming completely together. They're no longer going to be confused or on the fence or treating this like an option. It's like they're coming very strongly in, completely connecting to their soul contracts, soul purposes, and union energy. So very beautiful. I can't wait to get into the soul energies for those that want to stay a little bit longer and look at that, because there's so much beautiful soul energy on this side. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into actions for our Pisces person. Pisces person's actions. All right, 5 of Swords, Ace of Coins, and the Sun. Beautiful. Okay, so you are wanting the Sun, Pisces, and your person is going to show up with the Sun. So this is like clarity. This is finally giving you the clarity you need. If there was some sort of mystery or something hidden about your person, it's all coming to light. You're going to have a lot more clarity around this connection. Your person is going to show up more fully in terms of being honest, open. Something in this connection is going to ignite, come to light, and there's no longer going to be a mystery around it. You're going to become very clear about those soul contracts and soul purposes and the meanings behind things and what you're doing. And all right, so let's go ahead and dive into, this one's getting messy. All right, TV magic. Okay, so your person, Pisces, we see a repeated energy of the 5 of Swords, which was also on your side here and how you're feeling. So your person is going to show up with that energy of how you're feeling currently. Although by the end of the 30 days, your energy feels so much better, so much healthier, so much stronger, so much more connected, so much more aligned within yourself, but also for the connection. But your person is going to be now in that energy that you're in now. Well, in 30 days, will be in that energy that you're in now. And it's like they're having some doubts or skepticism. They're getting stuck in their head about things. But for you, this had more to do with your own identity and like transforming, letting go of the identity that you held on to so tightly. The lies around yourself or what you were capable of doing or not capable of doing, or it could be lies that manifested within the connection because of the lies you had around your own self or connection itself. But your person, it feels like it's getting tangled up in all of this over the course of the next 30 days. But they're ready for a new beginning. Like they're ready to let all that go and start something new here. It's like, let's plant a new seed. Let's redo this life better together. And I'm going to be open and honest and bring clarity to this, and we're going to have clarity together. So very beautiful overall between you. So let's go ahead and dive into these soul energies from your person side. I do get the Emperor, the Empress, the King of Fire, the Queen of Fire, our reunions and unions energy, our soul twin energy, and of course we get Judgment twice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 soulful energies on the side of the Pisces. Very beautiful. And from our Pisces person, we also get our Queen of Wands energy. We get our Empress energy, Hierophant energy, the Sun, some more twin flame energy, and also soulmate energy, and the World, which is our divine timing. So we have 4 energies of the soul on Pisces' person's side. So really strong, beautiful connection between you two. The angel advice is 6666, great blessings. And that's what this connection felt like. It felt like you guys had so many things to be blessed for. Self-love, boundaries, needs, positivity, wisdom, understanding, letting go, and expansion. Nurture yourself by honoring your needs, desires, and boundaries. Let go of what is weighing you down. Make space for meaningful experience. Expand your spirit across all areas of your life. Embrace big love, opportunities, jobs that are about to enter your life or your journey. So that's what we have for you. And thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next 30 days. Remember to leave comments about where you're at in your relationship and what's resonating with you. And like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys soon.